Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing model railway content and we are unboxing RY wagons, and we're also going to weather them and add a coal load. So let's get into the video. Roll the intro. So something a little bit different today, a little bit more of a chill, casual video. So first things first, why am I wearing glasses inside the shed? Well, I was at the Grand Prix for the last 4 days and now all the dust has clearly gotten into my eyes and now I've got an eye infection. So that is why that is happening. Hate it, but you know, it is what it is. So we move on. Now, just picked up a set of 5 RY wagons from SDS at Train World in Brighton. So I figured, why not make this a video? So we're going to unbox these, tell you a little bit about what I think about them, and we're going to weather them, add some weight, and do a coal load. So we're gonna make them really, really nice and looking good on the layout. So let's start unboxing these bad boys. So here is the box of 5 RY wagons. So there's these little tabs here, which you're gonna use to, God, but you're gonna have really wide hands for this. And there we go. Here are your 5 wagons. There's another plastic lid. So each of them also have a little plastic slip up here as well for you to protect your model. So I'll go ahead and grab the first one out and we'll show you what it looks like. So this is the SDS RY wagon. Really clean model. It's got the really nice detail in there with the rivets as well. And as usual, when you buy a pack like this, you will have all different running numbers. Another really nice detail with these models is the metal beam that you use to put the tarp over. It actually has a little tab where you can lock it in place as well. It's a very good looking model and the wheels and the rolling is really, really good. It's a very, very smooth model straight out of the box. Now, the only real problem you are going to have if you don't do what I'm going to be doing today, which is putting in weight, is that because these wagons are very light on their own, maybe not in consist, but on their own for sure, it's a bit hard to couple up your locomotive to these wagons, as yeah, they're very light and the locomotive just seems to push it on, you know, without a bit of force really attaching them together. So that is what we're going to be solving today. Alright, so that is my general thoughts about the SDS RY wagons. So let's get into the weathering part of this. So we're going to weather all 5 of them. I did do some testing on my GY wagons beforehand and I think I know what I kind of want to go for. So we're going to give it a crack and yeah, let's just see how we go. It's my first time really weathering any rolling stock of mine. So just, it's a learning process. So let's see how we do. Alright, let's get into it. So I've got weathering powder dark rust from Monroe Models. We've got this over here. What else have we got? We've got Vallejo. I hope I'm saying that right. Vallejo Pigments. This bottle here. That's the black powder to give the like the coal going down the side of the model effect. And I've also got some spray liqueur lacquer en aerosol. Basically it's just a clear coat to let the powder really settle in, set into the model. We've got my PVA glue mixed with water itself, and box of coal itself. Alright, let's take the first wagon and give it a go. So what we're doing first is we're taking the brown rust powder and we're applying that to all the wagon. What we're going to do is apply it in downward strokes, use a fair bit of powder and really coat it up and give it that dirty effect. So I'm doing this along the whole outside of the body and the wheels, so the bogies as well. So once I finish doing the whole wagon with the brown rust powder, time to move on to the black powder, and we're applying this in a heavy amount. So we're getting quite a lot of it on the wagon and we're going to really brush it in around the whole body. And once again, we're applying this in downward stroke, doing a little bit heavier on the brush and really trying to seep it into the wagon and, you know, any crevices or trying to at least get it on some of the rivets as well and give it a really cool effect of, you know, everything was affected by the coal, you know, and and what it does to wagons, and dirties up everything. And just making sure I cover all the details, so at the top of the wagon, the steps, any other details, and the bogies as well. And once I was happy with my results, just a quick spray of the clear coat on all sides and letting that powder set into the wagon. Cool, so this is our first wagon done with the weathering. So now we're going to tackle the rest of the 4 of them. Just got to wait for the clear coat to dry up a little bit, and once the weathering's done, then we'll get to do the coal and the weights as well. So yeah, pretty happy, looking forward to it, and hopefully we get a good result. So first time trying, but that's what it's about, learning on the job. So let's finish the rest of them. Alright, so all 5 of them are weathered. I'm pretty happy with the job. Let's get into doing the coal load. So we've got our coal here, and this is my special coal loading spoon, and glue, water. So yeah, that's all we need. Now, before we put that coal in, let's go ahead and add some weights. So I've got some weights that I bought off eBay. They've got some double-sided tape on them. You can just break away bits and pieces for whichever size weight you want in there. So I'm just gonna put, maybe like 15 grams in each one. Seems like a good amount, or 20 or whatever it is. And yeah, we're gonna stick them to the bottom, and then the coal is gonna go over the top of that, and the PVA glue will hold on top of it, so you won't even know that the weights are in there. So that'll be great. No more light wagons going around the layout that might derail. So hopefully a bit of weight will really help that stay down, as going through some of the points in the layout on the consist of a goods train. The wagons that are empty, they're pretty light, so they end up just derailing every now and then. So this should solve the problem. So let's get these weights off and put them in the wagon. Alright, so I'm going to start off with 15 grams on the first one, just see how that goes. Don't want to make it too heavy. Then what we're going to do is load up the wagon with coal. We're trying to create like a mound at the top of each of these. Yeah, like that. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to spray that with water now. So I'm going to give this a light spray with some water now. From a distance, so the spray doesn't actually move the coal around. Now I've got my PVA glue, and I'm just going to spread this across the top of the coal. Make sure to cover most of the areas, get the corners too. So that is one done and dusted. Looking pretty good at the moment, but we'll let that sit overnight and these should come out perfect. Alright, so it's actually the next day now. I ran out of coal last night to finish off the last 3 wagons. So what I've done is I've gone back to Train World and I've picked up this. Check this out. This is another variation of coal, and it's got some weight to it, 250 Gs, and it looks really good. It's got a bit of shine to it as well. And yeah, because it's got a bit of weight to it, I might not have to put as much weight in the wagons themselves. I think this would be really good in the wagons. So let's crack one of these open and yeah, let's get going. Oh yeah, this looks really good. So this is the new one that I've just bought, and it looks really good. Very realistic. There's a great shine to it. Doesn't look the exact same as it does on camera. It's all black and very shiny compared to the nuances of grey that you can see on camera. But compared to the other one here, I definitely like this one a lot better. And I actually wish I did the other wagons with this as well. This is more like sort of a cinders look to it, and this one's like the lumps of coal that you more find on steam locomotives. Alright, so let's fill up the first one. So this is what it looks like. Very good. And let me just bring the other one over as well. That's just a comparison between the two. So leave a comment below which one you like better. Alright, so we've just finished up doing all the RY wagons. So just gotta wait for the glue to dry. Pretty happy with it. I do like the weathering, makes it look a lot better. And the coal load, that new one, I really like that. So yeah, just let me know in the comments which one of those loads you like the most. So anyway, we're gonna wait for the glue to dry, then we'll give it a run on the layout. So let's wait for that to happen. And that is all my wagons weathered up and looking good on the layout. I gotta say, I'm really happy with this job, and the fact that I was only using powders, it was still able to give me the effect that I personally wanted for these wagons. So it's time to get these on the layout and running with the train. So let's get it going. So that was my video unboxing, doing the weathering and the coal loads on these RY wagons. If you liked the video, give us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Please check out any of my other videos, from heritage trips to exploring abandoned railways and other model railway content. I'll leave the links to all my social medias in the description below. Give us a follow to keep up to date with the content, and we will see you in the next video. Take care and peace.